All right, I'm going to do this quickly because I got to run in the next 12 minutes or so. But Adobe Camera Raw, if you don't know what it is, it's a Photoshop add-on. I think it's in Lightroom as well. And it's specifically for editing RAW files, although you can use it with JPEGs and stuff too, but it's easier with the RAW files because obviously they have more information in them. So it presents itself very much like Lightroom does anyway. So the first thing I do when I'm in here, depending on what I want to do with if it's too dark, I always up the shadows. Now here, I don't really want to necessarily show all that stuff, so I'm going to keep it somewhat dark. I always pull the vibrance up a little bit. If I'm playing with saturation, I won't mess with, if I have people in the picture, I tend not to use this one very much because it makes their skin red. Or if I do use it, I go back and I go up here and I pull the red back. I'm gonna go up here and bring the orange up some. This one's not as vibrant as that other one that I showed you. I'll pull the blue up a little bit. I always mess with the luminance and noise reduction stuff because it always gets rid of some of the noise down here. And they always said go 25, 50, 50, 25, 50, 50, like that, blah, blah, blah. Something I read on a video, so whatever. So now I can mess around with all these different things and see what I want to do with it. I can play with the thing, make it a little bit sharper, play with the temperature if I want, make it a little bit more orangish or bluish, depending on how I want to do that, yada, yada. Play with the contrast. So once I'm where I want to be, and this one is already after the sun's gone down a little bit, so it's not as vibrant, but open image. Color Effects Pro is a program now that's, I don't know, don't want to do that. Don't crop. It was free for a while, now it's like $70 for the whole package. I have the older version, I had a bootleg of it, so I don't pay for anything anyway. So I go Color Effects Pro, that's gonna open it up in, their module here. Now, whatever my last couple of things I've used most often is the first thing that's going to pop up. So it's either going to pop up already in Pro Contrast. Yeah, that's what it did. So that's without Pro Contrast. That's with Pro Contrast. So again, depending on what I want to do, I can leave it or get rid of it. I'll just leave it. It doesn't really matter. Some of the other stuff I use, Detail Extractor is one of my favorites. So the thing with Detail Extractor is sometimes it pulls out way too much detail and it makes it really grainy. Like I could do that if I wanted to. So this picture was taken almost after sunset, so you can see how much lighten up it made it. I can saturate it a lot and really make it blue and orange in that manner. Pull the contrast up a little bit to darken it back up. Got the reflection going. Another one that Jansen showed me is tonal contrast, which is at the bottom. But that introduces a lot of grain sometimes, so I don't tend to use that one very often unless I'm doing something specific. The other one I like to use in this situation is there's a warm and cold filter up here. So it makes it bluish up here, more orangish down here. And then you can blend where you want to blend it and stuff like that too, if you want to move it around to a certain spot. So then once I'm where I want to be, and I'm not going to make this long, so I'll hit OK. It'll save it, it'll go back. And it opens it as a another layer. So if you decide you want to go back to the original one, you can just delete the layer and start over. It doesn't really matter. I was going to crop this to get rid of this part, but I'm going to leave it just because I want the orangish over here. So now if I want to go back to Camera Raw, if there's anything else I want to do, if I want to saturate it some more or whatever, come back in here, saturate it even more, make it more bluish, whatever. I'm going to actually pull that back down. I think I'm going to go with orange and blue specifically. I didn't really do what I wanted. Guess we'll do that. Vibrance tends to make it really blue. A lot of the time it really blues up the sky. So there, and then I can play with clarity if I want, stuff like that. So you can see the difference there from the original. So there's the original, there's now. So I said it's a pretty significant difference. If you have any questions, just ask, and I will try my best to answer them for you.